Get out of it. No. No. Hey, good morning guys. Another day on the Munda Biddi. I'm here at Nannup hut in Jarrawood. Today we're going to make our way into Nannup and then continue to Donnelly Mill and then to the next hut, or at least that's the plan. This is the local resident dog, big brute. She wants some water, I think. Yeah, alright. Want water? So here in the bunk I've got the tent set up, just as the bug net again. Here is the fly and just some other bits and pieces. It was really windy last night, so I've used a bunch of the battery packs as like paper weights. A couple of weights on the tarp as well. Oh, dog's back. Yeah, alright. She's super friendly, but she loves attention and she's pretty strong. Oh God. Watch out. Another piece of bread. Sit. 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 There you go. Yeah. Enjoy. That dog, I tell you what. Alright, I'll show you around the hut a little bit. This is like the outdoor area with the tables and stuff. And the view's pretty cool. This is actually in an old town. There's still a few houses around. And I think the story is a fire came through and burnt down all the houses that were around here. So it's actually a really unique place for a hut. Then you've got the hut beds. This is one of the bigger huts compared to the last few. A little area for locking your bikes up and some benches. 2 water tanks out the back. Another little area for putting the bikes. And then through the fig tree here, you have the toilet. Alright, oats are ready. Time to eat. I've packed the tent up and the sleeping bags and stuff. Ooh. On the stick. Come on. Oh, fuck. Come on. Come on, come here. Wow, you just keep it then, mate. Alright guys, it's 9:15, we're about to get going. It's 26.7 kilometers from this hut, Nannup to Nannup. And if I recall, it's pretty flat and straight on an old railway line. So that's going to be a good, nice morning ride. The sun's out now, it's warming up a little bit. It's kind of windy though. I hope it's not going to be a headwind. Got the bike all packed up, ready to go. So I lubed the chain up about half an hour ago. Got some sugar water, a little bit of juice left over here. It's going to be a pretty chill ride this morning to Nannup, so I can refill water there. Back bag's packed up, nice and tight. The stitching that I repaired on the other side's holding up pretty good. And then on the front, sort of strapped the tarp up under there. The tent's in there, strapped up. And I've also moved these straps out for this Appadura bag because the outside always seemed to drop down quite a lot, so I was hoping if I moved them out a bit it would hold it up better. Check it out guys, we're just coming into Nannup, crossing the old railway bridge. You can see the river down below. It's actually just starting to rain. How nice is that? So in the tree over here you can see how high it flooded. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right up above where we are now, in 1982, that's how high the water was. There's one down there from 2017, 2005, 1946. How high it was, way up there. So this is the Nannup main street. Over near the bridge we just crossed, there's some toilets and actually a campground as well. We're gonna go try and find, you know, some restrooms and a tap or something in town here. Okay guys, so I just came down Adam Street and I'm at the library At the back of the library there's some public toilets. There's also like a little picnic bench here. So we're just eating some of these cream goose. Now it's a bit of a weird time, so I'll tell you what's going on. It's 11:22. We've got 60 kilometers, 60.8 kilometers to the next hut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an early lunch and then just jump straight back on the bike and start riding. So I'll finish eating these. We'll go to the supermarket, we'll get some bread or something, smash some more food, and then just get back on the bike straight away. Alright guys, so I picked up some more salsa and the bread shop's open, so I got some sourdough bread. All the bread there's vegan, I think. Let's go eat this. Alright, so we're just leaving Nannup now. It is 12:50. We've got a lot of ground to cover. It's 60 kilometers to the next hut. And we'll be stopping through Donnelly Mill. I should be able to fill up some water there. I can't remember how far that is, so we'll lap now and then I'll be able to tell you how far it is from Nannup to Donnelly Mill. Hopefully I can get there before it gets dark, so let's get moving. Hey buddy. So I'm just doing a quick repair to my shoe. I've got a bit of gaffer tape stuck to my water bottle here. So because these bonds are carbon sole and they're pretty worn out, the sharp edge of the sole, I don't know if you can see in there, is becoming exposed and it's actually cut through the inside of the shoe material. So I'm just putting some tape over it. I've done this quite a few times in the past and then eventually it just kind of cuts through it again and it hurts my foot. We didn't get far. If you're making your way out of Nannup South, just follow the road. You don't need to follow the signs, just follow the highway until you see the sign that tells you to turn off the highway. Just puts you on a footpath, that's all. Be prepared for some long climbing out of Nannup. 5.6 kilometers. Most of that's been uphill. We're finally getting a break. Well guys, I've been climbing for about an hour and 30 minutes. We're at 14 kilometers since Nannup. It's been all on sealed roads, but it has been a real slog. I just checked the GPX map because I haven't seen a sign in a while, but we're still going the right way. And we're back on gravel. For real though, that was a lot of long, steady climbing. We're at 392 meters for the day. And from Jarrawood to Nannup was pretty much completely flat, so that puts it into perspective. So these roads haven't been graded in a while. The corrugations are really bad. You can see the paths that other cyclists have made trying to avoid them. You can probably see them all there. So this might be handy to you guys. 24.7 k's out of Nannup, you've got this Willow Springs campsite. Looks like there's some facilities in there. Doubt there's any. Is there water? There's a water tank, so you better get yourself some water. I guess if you get this far, you can always camp here. Finally some single track, guys. It's such a nice change from those bumpy corrugated roads and all that climbing out of Nannup. Wow, prepare yourselves for that. I'm feeling a lot better. Drank some sugar and just a change of scenery is just what I needed. It's actually really cool this afternoon. It's rained a few times, just a little bit, but luckily nothing too bad. Yeah, we're moving on quite nicely actually. Things are going well. Alright, so I just noticed that my seat post has slipped back a little bit. And the reason I noticed is this is really close to the wheel here and I heard it bounce and hit the wheel. So yeah, and I looked a bit closer here and I can see that it's actually slipped back probably an inch almost. So one thing you want to remember with these Apogura bags is that this is a medium frame mountain bike hardtail. So this is the large bag. You know, anything smaller than this, you're going to be having issues. The bag's going to be too big the seat post will be too low and you'll be hitting the wheel. So keep that in mind when you're choosing what size of these bags you're going to get. Might be able to get it like that. I'm going to prefer not to take the bag off because I've got nowhere to put it. I actually know what size this is. It's the one that will loosen it off a little. So it's a bit of an improvement. It's still pretty low. My GoPro SD card filled up, so I just had to change it as well. Anyway, let's keep going. Guys, check out this stick I just picked up. It's a big one, right up through the derailleur and the chain, into the spokes a little bit. I stopped pretty much immediately, hoping there's no damage done. I'm not too sure the best way to get it out. Probably not like that. Maybe like that. Kind of got to hold the bike up while I do this. There we are. Oh. Let's have a look then. Well, it still looks straight. The spokes look okay. Cool. Well, that was lucky. Alright, check it out, guys. We made it to the Donnelly River mill. There's what's left of the old mill. Kind of fallen down a bit. Let's go find somewhere to chill for a little. Hello.
Didn't you see the sign, don't feed the emus?
Yeah, right. Well, what choice did I have? Yeah, that's right. Sammy just stole my sandwich. No. Fuck off. It literally came right up to me and just took it right off out of my hands. Fucking hell, hey. Do you mind? Yeah, let's get the camera, aren't you? Yeah. Get out of it. No. No. Damn, man, these things are vicious. Come on, get away. Hey. What you doing? You're very domesticated here, are these guys? Hey, what's up, guys? Alright, so we're in Donnelly River Mill. I just had some sandwiches. The emu stole one of them. They're like right in your face, so really watch out for them if you're eating food here. We've got 36 kilometers on the clock from Nannup, so that's how far it is to Donnelly Mill. And it should be around about another 24 down to the next hut. And I think we go past One Tree Bridge, which I saw is 20 kilometers from here. So it should be okay. It's 5 o'clock, so it's going to be getting dark soon. That's pretty typical though, I suppose, for me. It is what it is. We're going to get going. Look how domesticated they are. Crazy. Don't really like a pat. They just want food. Look, I don't have any. I got no food for you. Sorry, I ain't feeding you. What can you do? Ooh, my phone. Right. See, they're not even scared. Hello. May as well capture some of this ride while it's still light. I think it feels later than 5 because it's kind of overcast and cold. It's the first day where I've actually been cold. Kind of in TT mode here, guys. It's been pretty good. It's a lot of downhills or out of Donnelly River Mill there. And we're at average speed at 18.5 an hour. We've done 12.5. So I'm feeling pretty good. It is so nice through here, seriously. Wow. It actually might be one of the nicest bits of single track I've experienced on the trail this trip. Alright guys, we're just over an hour in. Done 17.5 kilometers. Things are feeling good. It's just getting to a point where I need to put the lights on, so I'll have to stop to set that up. Unfortunately, I still haven't really rigged it up properly. It's funny because it's funny because I remember like grabbing my light and just thinking, am I even going to need this? And I like questioned it for a moment, and I thought, I better take it just in case. Little did I know that I'd be using it pretty much every day. Alright guys, check it out. One Tree Bridge. Better late than never. We actually made it here. There's still a tiny bit of light. We're at 18.8 kilometers. So we're just going to keep pushing on, and we should be at the hut fairly soon. We've got some gnarly switchbacks to climb though, so let's get going. It's actually really nice out here right now. Alrighty. I honestly don't ever remember where to go. I think it's this way. Yeah, God, I think. Munda, Biddi and Bibbleman crossed again. Alright, let's do it. I mean, you guys will get to enjoy the view during the day if you're smarter than me. Alright, so I'm kind of spinning and grinding my way up these switchbacks. 21.5 k's in. Imagine we're like halfway up them or something. They're pretty steep at the bottom and pretty hard going. Alright guys, so check it out, we made it. Hour and 36 minutes. It was 23.2 kilometers. Average speed was 14.5. So I'll show you the hut bit better in the morning, but it's a nice one. Sealed floors, wood floors, nice clean bunks. No one else is here, so I've got it to myself, which is nice. Won't get disturbed in the morning. So I'll show you more of it later anyway. I'm going to quickly get cleaned up and then get set up. Okay, so I'm cleaned up now, so I'm going to start setting the gear up. I want to start cooking some rice, but I need to be able to get the cooker out, which is in the front bag with the sleeping bags and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tarp off, put the tarp down, so I can put my sleeping gear on it, keep it clean, and then I'll get the food stuff out and start dinner. So the problem we're having with the tarp is it's quite low. So it's actually been hitting the wheel a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of damage on it. But anyway, that's the thing, like, you can never get everything quite right. And then when you're out here, you have those sorts of issues and they're just like a pain to deal with. Alright, which side do I want? That side or that side? I'm feeling this side. They're really clean. So whoever volunteers and does this one does a good job. I always make sure I fold it the same way, so the dirty side's always down. The clean side is up. The next thing is the tent. Just pull these straps off. These Grunt Versa straps, you can just pick them up at Bunnings. They're really cheap too, like $5 I think. And the next thing in here, I've got all sorts. I've been trying to distribute the weight into the front bags. You guys have seen that. So I was having so much trouble with the back ones. So I've got battery packs, battery banks. 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of weight in those. Then you got my Cedar Summit fleece sleeping bag liner. I actually really like this. It's very comfortable. It's much nicer than the sleeping bag material, the fleece. And then in the middle, it's got the med pack. Honestly, I haven't even looked what's inside it. I really need to. Oh, trying to do this one-handed. Got the pillow, air pillow, the Cocoon Hyperlight Air Core Travel Pillow. It's pretty good. I mean, it's literally a plastic bag on the inside of some material. That's all it is. My sleeping bag, which is a Nico 10 degrees Celsius or above. Not very good. Maybe good in the tropics. Sleeping mat, this REI Co-op Flash. I really like this. I sleep very, very well on this. I find it super comfortable. Got my bike lock, big heavy one because I'm so paranoid. And the burner, that's all we wanted. I'm going to cook over here, away from all my stuff. There's more. That's sugar, I think. And then the other one's probably the rice. That must be rice. These dry bags are great. I put lucky bands around them too usually, but dry bags just stop from end up with a mess. And the oats. Okay. Now we can get some food started. So I actually only had a little bit of rice left, so I might have to substitute with some oats after dinner for like dessert, I guess. While that's cooking away, I'll show you guys the setup. So I've now got the tent set up in the dorm. The reason I've got the fly on is it's kind of cold tonight, and so I'm going to use that as a way of keeping some more heat inside. Just got some bits and pieces here. These are all just the bags from the tent, and these are the clothes I wore today. I'm going to keep them in here as a attempt to stop them from getting kind of wet and cold in the morning. I don't know if it'll work or not. It might help. I'm just going to take my wallet and stuff in there with me. And inside we have the blow-up pillow, and I've put my thermal pants on it. Got the fleece on top of the blow-up mattress, and then the sleeping bag beside it. So I haven't really shown you guys these yet, but all the huts have a box. And inside it, they'll have a book that you can register when you're at the hut. It's supposed to like help if you get lost or something like that. There's usually a story book in there as well, which is probably this, that you can write your experiences in and read about other people's ones. And then there's all sorts of just like weird stuff that people leave in there. Alright, so I've just put my leftover food into the box, because sometimes the mice and stuff can get into it apparently. I've also been just like keeping it in the tent when there's not enough space in the box. I figure that'll keep the mice away. Alright guys, so I've just hopped in the tent. It's about time to get to bed. Hope you enjoyed the ride today. It was a pretty epic one. It's pretty cool going through Donnelly Mill there, and the last bit was a pretty quick TT by my standards anyway. So if you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about the Munda Biddi so far, just leave a comment and I'll answer it. And make sure you subscribe so you can see the next video. We're riding to Pemberton tomorrow.